Alright, so in this problem, I have 9 to the power of x plus 12 to the power of x is equal to 16 to the power of x. So what I'm going to do is first start by dividing both sides by 9 to the power of x. So this means that I get 9 to the power of x over 9 to the power of x plus 12 to the power of x over 9 to the power of x is equal to 16 to the power of x over 9 to the power of x. Now, 9 to the power of x over 9 to the power of x, those two cancel out, and I get 1. So I have 1 plus 12 to the power of x over 9 to the power of x is equal to 16 to the power of x over 9 to the power of x. Now, from here, I can rewrite this as 12 over 9 to the power of x, and 16 to the power of x over 9 to the power of x, I can rewrite this as 16 over 9 to the power of x. Now 12 over 9, that simplifies to 4 over 3. And 16 over 9, that simplifies to 4 squared over 3 squared. Now 4 squared over 3 squared, that's the same thing as 4 over 3 squared. And now I have this to the power of x. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of n to the power of m. So 4 over 3 to the power of 2 to the power of x, I can rewrite that as 4 over 3 to the power of x to the power of 2. And now I'm going to let 4 over 3 to the power of x equal to the variable u. So if I substitute in u for 4 over 3 to the power of x, I get 1 plus u is equal to u squared. And now if I subtract u and 1 on both sides, these two cancel out, and I get u squared minus u minus 1 is equal to 0. Now, to solve this equation, I'm going to use the quadratic formula, which is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So in this case, a is 1, b is negative 1, and c is negative 1. So I get u is equal to negative of negative 1 plus or minus the square root of b squared negative 1 squared, which is positive 1, minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is negative 1, all over 2a, so 2 times 1. And this is equal to positive 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 plus 4 over 2, which is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 5 over 2. So we have u is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 5 over 2. Now, remember how we let 4 over 3 to the power of x equal to u. Well, this means that 4 over 3 to the power of x is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 5 over 2. Now, this gives me two equations. I get 4 over 3 to the power of x is equal to 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2. And I get 4 over 3 to the power of x is equal to 1 minus the square root of 5 over 2. Now 1 minus the square root of 5, that's going to be a negative number. And notice how this is a positive number to some power. Well, you can't take the power of a positive number and make it equal negative, meaning there's no solution to this equation, and all that's left is this equation. So to solve this equation, what I'm going to do is start by taking the log on both sides. So I get log 4 over 3 to the power of x is equal to log 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2. Now, if I have something in the form log a to the power of b, I can move this exponent b to the front, so it's going to equal b times log a. In this case, I have log 4 over 3 to the power of x, and I can move x to the front. So I get x times log 4 over 3 is equal to log 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2. So now that x is a term, we can isolate it by dividing both sides by log 4 over 3. So when these two cancel out, and I get x is equal to log 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2 over log 4 over 3. And log 4 over 3, I can rewrite that as log 4 minus log 3. Alright, so in this problem, I have 2 to the power of 20 minus 9. So I want to find the answer to this problem. So I'm going to first start by rewriting 2 to the power of 20 as 2 to the power of 10 times 2. And if I have something in the form a to the power of m times n, this is equal to a to the power of m to the power of n. So 2 to the power of 10 times 2, that's going to equal 2 to the power of 10 to the power of 2. And now I have this minus 9, which is the same thing as 3 squared. Now, if I have something in the form a squared minus b squared, this is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So in this case, a is 2 to the power of 10, and b is 3. So I get 2 to the power of 10 plus 3 times 2 to the power of 10 minus 3. Now, 2 to the power of 10 is equal to 1024. So I get 1024 plus 3 times 1024 minus 3. And this is equal to 1027 times 1021. Now, we can obviously multiply this like in this form, but there is a simpler way to multiply these two numbers. So what I'm going to do is rewrite this as 1000 plus 27 times 1000 minus 21. Or sorry, 1000 plus 21. And now this way, I can distribute. So 1000 times 1000 is 1000 squared plus 21 times 1000 plus, now I'm going to distribute the 27. So I get 27 times 1000 plus 27 times 21. Now, 1000 squared, that's equal to 1 million. Plus 21 times 1000 is 21,000. Plus 27 times 1000 is 27,000. Plus 27 times 21 is 567. Now, I'm going to add all these up. So 21 plus 21,000 plus 27,000 is 48,000. So I have that plus 567, which is equal to 1,048,567.